What up, everybody? Episode 19, Skeptalk Live. How y'all doing out there? And yep,
Howdy.
As I suspected, the cameras decided to do a little bit of a flippity floppity. So let me fix
I am Jason today. No.
for
I don't know
a
if
moment.
I can pull that off.
Let me just nudge these back into place. Got Twisty Top Hatter in the chat. Does that make her Twisty Top Chatter? Waka waka.
Oh,
All right.
shit, the dad jokes begin.
All right. So, Quinn.
What's up, Quinn?
What's going on? Let's see, what else do we got going on in here? Okay,
It still shows as please stand by to me right now.
What?
I see it.
Oh, it popped up.
You might be a little bit behind. Refresh your stream.
Damn, I must be, yeah.
We've been live for a minute. Cool. So,
There we go.
we'll wait for a couple more people to funnel in. Looks like we got 6 viewers. Taint Slap TV is auto-hosting us. Fantastic.
Fucking sexy.
Yeah, everything looks fine here. Some things that I wanted to let everybody know about, and we'll talk about this again in the middle and at the end of the show because we got different people who funnel in here. Looks like subs are on sale, so if you were ever considering subbing to this podcast, to help us with getting cooler shit and having the podcast get better and better. From what I saw, subs are like 20% off right now, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Do
you have to buy them in like bulk or anything?
No, I think you just buy your, like, when you buy a sub, it's just got it said to me like 20% off or whatever. Either that or I'm special and I've got the button to let me get 20% off.
For sure.
Wanted to remind everybody that we can sell stuff through Amazon. So if you're interested in buying something through Amazon, let us know and we'll put it on the link below, and then you can just basically get us free money that way. It's a cool way of supporting this podcast by Yathuo. Hey, thanks for joining us. If you're about to buy something big on Amazon, let me know and I'll put it in my link below, and then I'll get a cut out of it for no extra cost to you, and it's just like giving us a free like high five on the street. And another thing that I've never said before, but I was taking a look into how it works. If you find anything particularly funny, like a segment that we cover or something like that you thought was just hilarious, or a news story you think would be fun to share around, there's a button at the bottom of the screen. Is the sound low for anybody else? Let me find out. See.
Yeah, it's a good question. Can you guys hear me? Or is it just Udo?
Everything sounds normal to me. Had to turn it up. Let me go check OBS settings here. No, they seem to be at normal decibel levels. Can you say anything, Jason?
Yo.
Yep, it looks like the decibel levels are good. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Let me know if it's too bad, because I can see if I can find a way to increase our sound. So if you find something particularly funny, there's a little button at the bottom of the screen that lets you do a clip. And so if you click it, it'll totally put a clip in our channel under our clips section, and we can start sharing those around and show people about funny things midway into the podcast, because not a lot of people look at like the thumbnails of anything and can get much out of what we're doing. They're like, what does this have to do with Bigfoot? There's a nuclear explosion. What is that? So
yeah.
Or yeah. But that'll be fun. And then the very last thing is, if you had subbed before and used Amazon Prime, We're just reminding you that your subs do expire with that, and if you're interested in giving it to us again, it will give you another free one to do. It won't automatically resub to us, so you actually have to pick each time which one the Amazon sub is going to go to. But with that all said, let's get into asking Jason how he's doing today, because I totally didn't do that yet.
No, you didn't. I'm doing good, man. I just had coffee for the first time about an hour and a half ago, so fucking feeling like a human being for the first time today. It's great.
Awesome. Shayna, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing most excellent. A lot better than the dentist alluded to.
For those of you who didn't know, Shayna's rejoining us after having weird tools put into her mouth by a qualified professional. So,
Yeah. How you doing, Udo?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just got done with our first episode of the Pocket Sand podcast yesterday, which was super fun. Way more fun than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was really like iffy about the content that I had prepared, and it ended up being hilarious because the host on that show also can carry a show. So I got two shows where I can fucking make garbage content and we can just carry it with a really good host. So all right.
I love your content. Whatever.
So checking out what we got going on today. As always, this podcast bases everything it does on fair use. So if you are thinking about coming after us because we featured something on the show, remember you're wrong, most likely. And that what we're doing is parody, criticism, news reporting, research, or apparently scholarship. I don't know what that means, but we're going to call it, well, I'll just yell, it's scholarship, man, and then I win. So our first story, lessons learned.
We can't see the screen, by the way.
You can't see the screen. Oh, did I forget to share it again? I forgot to
Yeah.
share it again. I was sharing. Then
There we go.
All right. Here we go. The first story: lessons learned. Right. So, Santo Domingo, in the Dominican Republic, the authorities say at least a dozen people died after a group of people made some homemade liquor. It contained a high amount of methanol. So
what the fuck?
Well, that's something that happens.
It was meth liquor?
Yeah.
That's fucking next level shit, dude.
So when you homebrew the shit out of your stuff, right? You end up as when you homebrew some pine cone liquor, you end up with fucking methanol. And you're supposed to take what's called the devil's pint or whatever, which is like the first large amount of after it's sat for a long time, you're supposed to take the first it's either the bottom or the top of the booze will be methanol. It either sinks or rises. I don't know exactly. One of the two. And you're supposed to pour it all out. And that's like the bootlegger's fucking trick to get rid of all of the methanol. Apparently these guys didn't, right?
Yeah.
So it was like at least a dozen people died, right, from this terrible booze.
That's fucking crazy.
At the funeral, 21 more people were hospitalized. Can you guess why?
What? They served it?
Yep.
Oh,
Did they not know that that's what killed them?
clearly not.
No, they totally. Yeah, exactly. They weren't either. Either it was like everyone's just all like the devil took all of them, and then they're all like time to have.
The devil took them.
That is indeed what killed them. That's almost.
The
too
authorities
That's
figured it out
fucking nuts.
real quick. They're all like, "Yeah, no, the booze that killed those guys killed
Hold
these
on
people,
just a
right?"
second.
Like,
I left something on the heater.
Yeah.
you usually don't put things on a heater.
Yeah, what? She's like, I'm trying to start a fire,
Exactly.
but we don't have a fireplace.
Just gotta toast my underwear real quick.
Yeah. What? It
was totally
oh, socks. Wet socks. Okay. I was like, what are you? Why are you starting a fire in your living room?
Local woman dies of house fire today.
I know, right? And moonshine. No.
says feet needed to be toasty. All right. So, yeah, that's the Dominican Republic story. The authorities figured it out really quick.
Good.
No one's been arrested because everybody who was responsible is dead. So.
Oh my god.
Case closed.
That's hysterical.
Yep. Yeah, it's just the remaining people became sick after drinking the same liquor during funerals for the initial victims. Multiple funerals, too.
That's fantastic.
Dude, I wonder if they're just like, this killed fucking, Mike. Let's fucking drink it.
Just a rite of passage.
Drink it for him, man.
Right. I had to go for the rite of passage. I've got, out of the property that my family owns, there was a terrible, terrible incident where somebody got drunk and drove off the road, and 2 people died because of it, right? So, unfortunately, they were a weird hillbilly, like, I guess they were like the alpha males of the fucking hick pack, or something like that.
The hick pack.
Because these fucking less than reputable individuals pull up to there, right? And I'm not saying all people who identify as hillbillies or hicks are problematic. This group is. They roll up and then they like get super drunk on my property and then leave a bunch of beer cans around and then like fire guns into the air. And this is years later. Years.
And isn't it like it's not like crazy busy, but it's like
there's
one of the only ways
that go
parts of no time.
Right, there's log trucks that go up and down that all the fucking time. And so then they get drunk and then drive away. And it happens all the time. Alcohol and stupidity don't mix.
Yeah.
That's the tale of that story. All right, so the tale of an art critic.
So fucked up.
Authorities say an intoxicated Dallas woman who was on a first date with a prominent Houston trial lawyer caused at least $300,000 in damage to his art collection.
Oh no.
It included 2 Andy Warhol paintings. So the woman's name is Lindy Lou Lehman. I wouldn't trust her around $300,000 worth of art collection.
No. No, I wouldn't.
Was arrested on criminal mischief charges after her date with Anthony Busby.
That's another shitty name.
That's true. Tony Busby.
Yeah, right.
Tony Busby.
She was released on a $30,000 bond. I don't understand bonds, and where do people get money to pay those? Just sit in jail for a couple days. You'll be fine.
You can get loans for bonds.
Right, but why would you? They're gonna take your fucking teeth.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because you got to go to work or whatever.
Yeah, I suppose.
Somebody has the money to do that in your life. You have the money to do that.
Yeah. I suppose that if I'm not even slightly
know.
worried about when I'm starting to fucking damage $300,000 worth of Andy Warhol paintings, like,
yeah,
maybe Lindy Lou is fucking pretty wealthy or something. I don't know.
Right. Maybe she's a much bigger fan of Picasso, which is like, I'm gonna fuck this dude's house up.
So they got.
I think that's really fucked up though. Like the description of what happened is fucking hilarious.
Right. So they got all intoxicated, and then she called an Uber, or he called an Uber after they returned to his home. Busby said Lehman refused to leave and hid inside the home, and that when he found her, she called a second Uber. Or he called a second Uber and she got aggressive. Authorities say she tore down several paintings and poured red wine on some while yelling. She also allegedly threw 2 $20,000 sculptures across the room, shattering them.
Jesus.
Like, I want to be like, fuck that bitch, but I'm
Right.
also kind of like, this dude sounds like he had it coming.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
What
kind of asshole takes, like, yeah, I don't know.
You didn't figure that out before you let her around your
Yeah,
expensive
she's fucking crazy, dude.
The damaged
I mean,
Warhol.
there are
You
thing-
knew she
signs.
was crazy.
I'm
Right.
sorry, but somebody that would do something like that, there are going to be signs.
Yeah.
Like, alarming, obvious signs.
Oh, wait a minute. This guy's like, okay, I see what really happened here. So here's the damaged Warhol paintings were valued at about $500,000 each in court documents. Busby has represented high-profile figures, including former Texas Governor Rick Perry, in an abuse of power case. And then candidate Donald Trump also visited his home last year when Busby held a fundraiser and donated $250,000 to Trump's presidential campaign. So this guy was probably super stand-up. You know, just a real damn cool guy.
Yeah, it sounds like he's a defense lawyer.
A real damn cool guy.
Right.
I'm not sure I would want to go into his house except to throw his $20,000 sculptures.
You hear that, Busby?
We're coming for you. I'm going to get drunk,
they'll
and when you try to
shade it.
take advantage of me, I'm going to break your stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna run and hide in all your paintings.
Right. We have another story about hide and seek, but we'll get to that one. All right.
What the fuck?
Merry Christmas. Authorities say a gift-wrapped box of horse manure addressed to the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin.
Mnuchin.
Yeah, Mnuchin. There we go. It literally the next word is the phonetic spelling, and I wasn't even looking. So, yeah, Mnuchin. Was found near his home in Los Angeles. The package was found Saturday night on the Tony Bel Air neighborhood after it was dropped off at a neighbor's house, which sucks. Poor neighbor.
Right?
Wait, did his neighbor open the package though?
Well, the Los Angeles Bomb Department was called and to the home, and the officers opened the box, finding a pile of horse poop. Police said the package had been gift wrapped and was marked as being from the American people. I believe that this gift is definitely along the lines of the ways that I was thinking. So, yeah, put my name on that receipt too. What
I don't understand is like that guy was real mad, and he was like, this was for the Republican tax bill, but then he like sent it to the treasurer, and it like the treasurer has no fucking say with the tax bill. I'm like, doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever, you know. At least somebody got horse shit. Right?
Neither the Secret Service nor the Treasury Department would respond for comment on this story. So,
yeah, makes sense.
They're all like, we don't want to talk about the horse poopy.
I know, we won't pretend that never happened.
All right, so I've got a video here, and this is something that's happening in Russia right now. Look at that fucking snow, dude.
It's blue ice.
Play-Doh.
It's Play-Doh. So that is just one of many videos of this. So blue snow has been left, or a city's been left puzzled after it was covered in thick coating of blue snow. The bizarre phenomenon was captured on video after the colored snow landed on St. Petersburg in Russia. According to local media, experts said the colors could have been caused by cobalt or by methylene blue, a substance used in medical treatments. Samples have been taken to a laboratory for analysis. Apparently, this has also happened in the Russian city of Chelyabinsk, 1,500 miles to the east of St. Petersburg.
Yo, that's some pollution.
Interesting.
Right.
That's their fucking chemical testing that they're doing in Russia.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're
It's
like,
interesting because blue is not a natural, normal color.
they
usually.
weaponize Smurf semen.
An
Everybody
investigation
watch out.
was carried out in which revealed that the blue color was due to food coloring used in Easter eggs, and that's from the Chelyabinsk incident.
That doesn't make any fucking
No.
sense.
So
That's such a full as shit fucking answer.
yeah.
It's food coloring that was just happened to be all over because we have so many Christians in our nation.
Exactly. The eggs, they
Get the
run
fuck
deep.
outta here. Yeah.
Somehow we forgot all the blue eggs.
Yeah.
The kids are just miserably bad at finding the blue eggs.
Right. They like
They
can't
can't see
decipher
the color
green and
blue.
blue. Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys ever seen the Vsauce on blue, on the color blue?
What's a Vsauce?
It's a pretty awesome series of videos online. So on YouTube, definitely worth. If you're like, I need to have my brain exercise today, just go look up Vsauce and it'll show you all sorts of stuff. So
Dude, that's tight.
the color blue didn't exist amongst humans for way too long. Like way too long.
As in, like, we couldn't see it.
We could see it, but we didn't care.
We didn't
Yeah, totally.
recognize it as blue or being different from.
Right, the
Hues that
sky
were-
was actually described as white. Like in
Wow.
most written history.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
and I was wondering if maybe our eyes like evolved is kind of what because I remember hearing about that like at some point, and I kind of thought it was like evolution, but is it not evolution and just like
Yeah, a little
pure
bit.
human?
Probably a bit, because the way you perceive color has to do with the rods and cones and the how they are situated in your eye, and that's a bit different for everybody. So if that's changed, which I'm sure it has, that's something that's been changed a bit in our evolution.
Right.
Should that
Yeah.
be real? Haha.
I apologize to everybody for the sound.
Such a-
Apparently I've not had my filters on. Yeah, so I should sound quite a bit better now. The sound of the ambient room should be gone, and like you shouldn't hear like the squeaks in my chair so bad anymore. We're recently recovering from a computer crash and losing all of OBS, so apparently I forgot to put my fucking filters back on, and yeah. Everything should be better now. All right. So,
Yeah.
next story. We have this image. So, Shayna, looking at this image, what kind of thoughts are brought to your head?
Some kind of keyhole chess Kama Sutra with some interesting.
One of them
patterns.
Kumasatras.
What the hell is happening here? It's an interesting image. There's a lot going on.
Right. I know that
Like-
Jason knows a little bit more about what the context is.
I can still make a funny joke.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's two men sword fighting.
So this is
Penises.
the championship logo for the World Chess Championship.
It makes no fucking sense at all. Like, why?
The unusual
What the
depiction
fuck?
of tangled limbs has been criticized by chess champions for being unsuitable for children. A new World Chess Championship logo features two intertwined figures playing the game. Most people consider chess a game of more of an intellectual pursuit than a physical pursuit. So the organizers of the World Chess Championships, however, appear to think otherwise. For the championship's 2018 match, the organization attempted to embody the adventurous positions, imaginative progression of moves, and intense one-on-one concentration that are hallmarks of success in chess.
So they're like, I feel like
Also
they're
known as
trying to pull from like wrestling being a Olympic sport, but I don't know if they're failing to recognize that wrestling as the original Olympic sport was a sexual sport.
I would
This
say
is
by the picture
hysterical.
that they got it.
More than 50% of the
Like-
world's chess-playing population are kids. So
Yeah, it's true.
they may
But
have...
the other 50% are
What's the
grown
other-
up
target.
What's the
people.
other percent? What percentage are gay?
I don't know. That actually would be an interesting piece of information to find out. But I don't
It would
think
be.
that would be something that people would probably be mad about if you put that on the entrance to chess exams, to chess like tournaments, like sexual
Yeah.
orientation. They're all why? Why?
Why are these two men
I'm into
sword
statistics,
fighting?
and I like to know all the variables. I want to know them all.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Context.
I think it's more information that we need to just make fun of this fucking.
I
stupid
agree.
Picture.
Right. It's definitely not.
Like no part of that even says chess to me. But I'm really happy they made it.
I saw the chess. I saw a little piece that looked like a chess in the chessboard, but then
I guess that's true.
I guess the
How do you know
pattern
that's
that
not the
was designed
cloven hoof of Satan?
No, I mean,
Joke.
that seems more reasonable to me.
That's not a chess piece.
Also, I mean,
That's what.
that other guy just like isn't waiting for the other guy to finish his turn.
Yeah, what's up with that shit?
Right?
Unsportsmanlike conduct. The other one's just like, look at my piece.
Well, you
That's how you
attempt to
play chess.
Oh, dude, it's like maybe this is like a beer pong version of chess. Where like you've got to like distract them from the shot, and you just like put shit in their face, and
And then one man wears pants, and clearly the other man wears no pants, but he wears one sock.
I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe the one on the left there is a female, and the one on the right is a male, and we got some actual.
What about the one?
There you go, making it ungay.
The one on the right is definitely a Jew. He's got a yarmulke on. The one on the left is definitely, maybe it's a nun because she's got the hood on. Oh.
Or I mean,
this is
like,
making sense.
Or maybe it's just terribly drawn. That's I mean.
And the Jew on the right is like, look at my pawn. Doesn't it look like a penis?
If I was in charge of some sort of organization, and anyone tried to bring
the lock and he has the penis, holy shit! It is totally.
Yo.
If
inserted into my keyhole.
Wow, this is getting better and better.
If anybody ever tried to bring this to me as I was the head of some sort of organization, I would be all like, you know what? You're fired. And it's not because of any sort of like this is sexual connotation or anything. This is shit art.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
It looks like clip art from 1984.
Oh my god, it's the worst clip art.
Yeah.
Back before it was capable of displaying colors without using 2 pixels of different colors.
Listen, ma'am, we here at Game of Thrones don't understand the veracity of this picture.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next story.
Jamie.
Yeah, right. They're making little Jamie Jr.
So, Jason, knowing all the stories that you sent me, can you guess which one?
I know
it
is.
Okay, Jana, what do you think the hide and seek champion story is going to be about?
Does the picture have something to do with it?
Oh yeah.
Kind of. Somebody hid the bones of somebody and had somebody else. Oh, is this maybe like somebody played hide and seek and they never found them?
Distended coma
like that
going on.
What up, coma?
So, boy 9 locked in safe during game of hide and seek in Berlin.
Oh no!
It took 3 hours to release the child, with firefighters pumping oxygen into the unused safe at his grandfather's house. Firemen worked to free the boy for 3 hours, finally guessing the 6-digit code. They fucking guessed the code. I didn't read that part.
That's insane.
This kid survived by luck. If I was the firefighter who guessed the code, I would know what lottery numbers to go by today.
Right?
Yep. He probably just DDoSed his grandpa.
The boy was playing with his little brother at their home in, I'm gonna fuck this one up too, Lichterfelde, Berlin, when he found the ultimate hiding place. Unfortunately, the door to the unused safe closed on the boy, locking him in. His whereabouts were eventually uncovered, but his grandfather was the only person who knew the code, and he was away. With no other option, the family called for help from the fire brigade. I bet grandma's like, give me the code to the safe now. I don't care how much porn's in there.
Right? Well, he left it open. Something tells me Grandpa emptied the safe and got the fuck out of that house because he's like, my grandkids are fucking retarded.
Maybe if I leave this open, one of those pieces of shit will climb on
All
it.
right. They're like, there was just banknotes scattered on the ground outside the safe. And bearer bonds.
Anyway, hide and seek champion almost crowned this year.
Yeah, he almost crowned. I say he fucking wins, dude. That's insane. Like, that's the next level. That's Power 9000 and shit.
I used to piss off my bosses at Wendy's because I kept figuring out the lock code for the little box to the adoption kids every day.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I was gonna say that's fucked up, but did Wendy's actually donate that money? So it's
I'm
like
sure they
maybe...
did. There's so many fucking legal problems involved, and let alone PR problems if they just collected it and didn't donate it.
Yeah,
right.
but I suspect it happens.
They don't want that trouble.
We find out about.
Yeah, like the entire organization of God, what is it?
Goodwill?
Salvation Army.
I'm just gonna
Salvation
say,
Army's just fucked, dude.
I used to work
2% of donations.
Right. I used to work at a convenience store, and we used to have one of those things where you could put your change in. Supposed to be for like the March of Dimes or something like that, right? I never saw it go empty. I only saw part of it go away. Every once in a while, about half the change would go away. Either A, my boss was taking it out and sending it in just in case, like, they send it in like they're supposed to, and then they leave some in there so that people think that that's a thing to do. Or
that's normal.
El Basso was just like, scoop.
That'd be fucked too.
Yeah. Let's see. Our next story. An iPad.
That's fucking funny.
So, first thing I'd like to mention is that this story, which is about something that Apple did, had 9 ads for Google Fi on the page when I went there.
Awesome.
I was laughing
Well
pretty
deserved.
fucking hard. So,
yeah.
Apple apologizes for its iPhone slowdown drama and is offering a $29 battery replacement for a year. So,
not that they're offering you the $29 battery.
Right. So,
Charging you instead of $79.
To update everybody on what this story is about, if you have an iPhone and it starts to get old, Apple has admitted that they slow your phone down on purpose.
Incredibly. That's why I ditched my last one. It got fucked.
Right. So the reason being, what they say, is that it is going to save the machine itself. It takes a toll on the battery, and the battery will eventually stop holding a charge. And as they saw their users struggling with low batteries, they felt really bad, so they decided they would release a patch that slows your phone down so that it uses less batteries.
It's such a fucked up company.
It's
really bad.
So
They're
bad.
literally like, yes, we have planned obsolescence.
Right.
But we feel really bad because some of you, well, you haven't upgraded yet, so we'll make it a little easier on you. But just remember, if you buy the new one, it won't be obsolete anymore.
Yep.
Right. So the quotes here are amazing. We know that some of you feel that Apple has let you down. We apologize. Consumable components. It says that in its letter that batteries are consumable components, and it's offering anyone with an iPhone 6 or later a battery replacement for $29 starting in late January through December 2018. A discount of $50 from the usual replacement cost. So buying a new battery speeds your phone back up.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
They are
I already hate their company
giving
for the
you
way they
a
treat customers.
yearly subscription on your phone that is like 5 years old.
Yup.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't. It blows my mind when people are like, "I only use Mac." I'm like, you know that like all of their components are exactly the same in any PC. They get them from the same fucking factories. They just charge you 60% more.
Yeah.
Because it's white.
And you don't give a fuck, and that's so dumb to
And you
me.
can't
I'm like,
really do anything with you. It's hard to upgrade or do anything.
yeah,
It's really at this point, it's an aesthetic, and it's a status for people that don't recognize that status doesn't hold in most of the world anymore.
it's becoming to me like the people that I know that are like diehard Mac fans. I'm also noticing like they're generally like not all of them, definitely not all of
Right.
them, but they're generally kind of dumb when it comes to like economics and consumer decisions
Right.
anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like fuck, guys. As soon as you guys like, as
Dear
soon
Apple
as
fan,
they
you are bad at money.
generally, I can't say that for everybody, but most of them that I've met, I'm like, you don't make your own kind of fucking choices in life very well. Like,
Right.
oh, you put all your money in Bitcoin? Gotcha. Okay. Like,
For its part, Apple continues to insist that it never artificially slows down phones, just that it's aggressively managing phone performance to maximize the lifespan of iPhone batteries.
Aren't those some pretty words?
yeah.
That's some mental gymnastics, like some
That's
real.
called,
Yeah.
reframing. It's the same exact thing. Let's just say it in a way that sounds more positive.
Right.
That's pretty spectacular. Oh my god.
Right. So fuck Apple.
If Apple
yeah,
does
fuck
not
it.
fall in its face, all of the people that have their fucking Apple iPhones deserve exactly what they're going to get because it's your
Fact.
fault. Stop buying their products.
Are you guys ready for that time where I ask you questions?
Oh yeah.
All right, Jason, what's wrong but sounds right?
Buying Bitcoin.
We go to the Bitcoin every time.
I gotta do it.
Jaina, what do you think is wrong but sounds right?
A $29 battery replacement. Well, because when I first was reading it, I thought what they meant by that was that they were going to give everybody the give the battery that was $29. I didn't realize that they were going to $79 battery.
I got another one for you.
All right, chat, feel free to join in the discussion at any time. If you have something that you think is wrong but sounds right, I'll make sure that we cover it. Jason, what you got?
Berenstein Bears.
That's
It's
actually
Berenstain Bears.
correct.
Just
Correct.
fucking stupid.
You stole
Ruined
my
my childhood.
answer. So
Oh, did I?
I'm just gonna claim it.
Yeah,
So
seriously.
once again, this is a discussion section where we're gonna just talk about some random stuff. I've not read these questions either, so we may get a fucking surprise. So
Of course.
yeah.
You're like, so prepare yourself for this next one.
Well, I don't know what the next one is. Okay, so what is the most epic way you've seen someone quit or be fired? Jaina.
I would have to say it was a friend of mine at a restaurant. I forget exactly what he said, something to the effect of, fuck you, blah, 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 and threw his hot soup at our boss's car as he rushed away. Like splattered the whole window, the whole side. It was hysterical.
Jason.
I felt really bad though, because she didn't exactly deserve it, but it was like watching somebody do that.
It is an undisclosed location where this Jamba Juice exists. But a friend of mine used to run this Jamba Juice, and as soon as they closed, me and a couple friends of mine worked next door at a Subway, and we would go hang out with him and all the people who worked at Jamba Juice, and essentially we just fucking turned it into a huge party and just made a bunch of fucking blended drinks with like hard liquor. And that went on for like an entire summer, but he got caught because it always had cameras, and they were always like live streamed to like the owner's house, I think, but like the owner never like turned it on or checked it.
Right.
And apparently one day he did, and just showed up with cops and like busted the party up. I happened to not be there that day, but it was pretty epic from what I hear.
So I had a story where so I was working at that same convenience store I was just about to talk about before, and older dude, right? He's I don't know what set him off. He decided he's just done working there. Comes in, looks at me and says, "I wish you weren't working today." And I said, "Huh." I was like, I thought we were friends. And he's like, "Yeah, that's the reason why I wish you weren't working today." And I was like, "Uh-oh, is this a school shooting situation?" And it wasn't. He just walks over and he's all like, "This isn't because I don't like you." And he like grabs like the chip aisle and like just tips it over, like the whole fucking thing. And then
oh shit,
he just walks into the back, grabs his last paycheck that is in there, right? Because we all get paid and put in this box type of thing. And so he grabs his paycheck and fucking just walks out the store. I'm like, am I supposed to call the cops now? Like,
what do I do?
I did.
Was he your boss?
No.
No, that would have been even better.
Just another guy who works there. So I called the boss, and I called the boss and then said, should I call the police? Because that guy quit and he knocked over a bunch of shit. And he's like, yeah, call the police. And I was like, okay, well, he's long gone. I basically kind of let him go because I liked him too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just decided that he was fucking done with this shit. All right, we've got a couple of posts here from chat. One from the two of them from before. So Coma says loving you is wrong, but sounds right. Silicon says what's
it's easy 'cause you're beautiful.
All right. Silicon says, what's wrong but right? Banging a rev limiter at 100 miles an hour between shifts on I-5. That is Latin to me. I get the 100 miles an hour part.
Oh, yes, I love the horse races.
And it's just because I'm not cool enough to know anything about cars, so... Tate, for this last question, says that his friend quit 10 minutes before they were about to lay him off and give him a $1,400 severance package and his regular wages for 2 weeks. That is a serious bummer.
I bet that decision changed his life.
Right?
He's like, okay, I'm going to fucking cool myself next time I get mad.
Right.
Just gonna take a breather.
I'm gonna go get some anger management courses.
Yeah.
That sounds like something my ex-boyfriend would do.
All right, Jason, if you couldn't be convicted of any one type of crime, what criminal charge would you like to be immune to? My answer popped into my head almost instantly.
Me too.
Insider trading.
Oh, shit, that's a good one. Wow.
I'll fucking get rich. Insider trading, and I'd go work for Bitcoin. As much as I hate on it.
Dana.
Hacking, which I don't actually do.
Digital crimes?
I don't know how to do that. I know how to do all the other things on a computer except for that.
Murder. Greatest hitman ever.
True.
Literally walk into a place and be like, I'm gonna kill that guy right over there, and it's gonna be okay, right? Because
I thought about murder,
right?
But I was like, there's only a few kinds of jobs you can have, and I don't want to limit myself.
Not murdering something for me doesn't have anything to do with the fear of being caught. If I was motivated to murder somebody, it wouldn't matter whether or not I was gonna get caught for it or not.
Taint Slap.
That's fair.
Taint Slap is going to become immune to swatting live streams. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
That's really fucked up. Speaking of that, Taint, You want to go raid somebody?
Not me.
Yeah, don't raid us.
I got a wife and child.
I got a dog who loves me. I have a turtle I take care of sometimes.
Right. What social stigma does society need to get over, Shayna?
Oh man, there's so fucking many of them.
Get to pick one. Only one.
Only one.
Well, yeah, like social stigma. I would say the social stigma of. That's a hard one. Like several things popped in my head, but yeah, go to Jason first.
Social stigma.
Oh, Taint, I know exactly what swatting is, and that's why I said, please don't do it to me. I have a wife and child.
And I say this as somebody who loves to use the term retard, and I use it constantly and as often as possible. I think we should get rid of the social stigma around people with mental disabilities and handicaps and stop treating them like they're fucking lesser people.
Not
because they're just different.
That's a responsible ass use of this theoretical power.
I know. I have my answer.
All right.
And it's okay to say the word retard and not mean that.
Right.
The perfect.
Shayna, you cut out. What was that one more time?
Yeah, what is it?
I was just saying you led into the perfect, my perfect answer, which I popped right in. I know exactly what my answer is going to be.
All right.
Depression and anxiety. The fact that so many people are afflicted by it and there's a huge social stigma surrounding it. Oh, the comments that you get are just ridiculous.
Yep. And I mean, like, I could be real cheap here and just be like, get over the social stigma that other people are different, right? Like, just cover the whole thing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been your feel-good segment of the entire podcast. Will be funny from now on, I promise. I'm going to pause right here. I'm actually going to bring up something from yesterday's Pocket Sand podcast, and I want you guys to answer the same thing because it was the funnest question I've ever come up with in my life. So, if you were stuck on a desert island and you were looking for something to entertain yourself with, and while you were digging around, you found a magic lamp. And when after you rubbed that magic lamp, a genie came out and told you that it would grant you a wish. But that wish had to be a list of 5 people that you are willing to eat. And if you eat them, you gain their powers and abilities. What 5 people would you eat to escape the island?
Okay. This is great. What are they, real people in real life?
Real people, living or dead.
They don't have any powers.
Well,
I don't believe in magic.
Right, exactly. But I mean, like, their skills and abilities, or what I guess you'd have to say. Like,
okay.
Like, if you ate fucking,
okay.
A very strong person, you'd become strong.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Right. Tate says Dylan, and Dylan.
Nice. Usain Bolt is going down, so I can run. Real
right.
Good. It has to be 5. That's a lot of people.
And you have to eat them.
Yeah, whole, like all of them.
Yep, you have to be willing to eat them.
I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna die on the island, but for this question, I will answer. So, okay, definitely Usain Bolt, probably Elon Musk, because he's got the fucking. He's good with his maybe not investments. He kind of goes a little bit broad sometimes and a little fast, but I do like him a lot. Oh God, what's his name? I can't believe I forgot his name. He's in the wheelchair, the astrophysicist.
Oh, Hawkins?
I need Hawkings and his wheelchair.
You're gonna gain his fucking powers.
Fuck yeah.
His abilities.
I just want his brain. I'm only eating his brain. That's it. I'll be the fastest person in a wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's probably it. I don't know. I don't like anybody else.
All right, Shannon, can you think of 5 people you would eat to try to escape the island?
Bear Grylls.
5. Just coming. First 3 I came up with just Bruce Lee, Einstein, Carl Sagan. I would say I'd gotta pick somebody that can run fast and somebody that can swim proficiently would be the other 2.
Oh, Warren
but I didn't
Buffett.
come up with names.
For trading.
So, Stiliquin says Bear Grylls, Chuck Norris, Michael Phelps, Leif Whitaker, and any one of the SEAL Team 6 members.
Nice.
And then
Great.
Ooh, Bear Grylls, that's a good one. Yeah.
Taint
One
Slap
of the
mentioned
survival
Trump,
guys.
and I believe that that's just to eat Trump, right? So
I
which is
don't
pretty
want his powers of fat,
Uh-uh.
shitty body and bankruptcy.
An orange skin.
Right, but you also get to be the guy who ate Trump.
You also get to be the guy that's fucking Ivanka Trump, and that's pretty cool.
Right. So, if you guys want to see my answers, check out the Pocket Sand podcast yesterday, and that.
Or how about you just tell him now?
Nope.
Tell us now.
No, dude, I'm trying to shill watching the Pocket Sand podcast.
Oh, God, you're not doing a good job. Okay.
All right.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I'm learning this. So, nobody's eating females here. It's pretty sexist.
Yeah, well.
I don't think there's any females I want to eat.
There's a lot. Well, actually, the Cadessa Young, is that her name? The woman that the poachers of poachers, that badass woman.
That's
that
fair.
Poachers. How's that?
Or
Although
that
I don't want to
badass-
eat her. I like what she does.
That
You think-
badass female sniper that was like giving ISIS hell.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start sending that
Yeah.
question to well-known feminists on the internet. See what they come up with, and if they answer all guys, I'll be all like, "Why all guys?" Then I'll make a YouTube series, and I'll get all of the edgelord fucking money. So,
Yeah, right?
anyway, what's the most creative use of emojis you've ever seen, Jason?
I don't think I've seen anything fucking creative about him. Ever. And so it's like, hey, do you want to get ice cream? Thumbs up. That's like me. I use the thumbs up all the time. Or the happy face. I've never seen anything that impressed me, though.
You've never experienced the true joy of fucking 35 fucking purple eggplants.
I have never enjoyed the experience of fucking 35 purple eggplants.
Oh, snap. Birds that
No,
bob
I've
their
not.
head back and forth peep real fast when they fly away. What the hell is going on?
Exactly
Good-
my point.
Good shit, good shit. That's check some good shit right there. Check. I don't know.
If I say so, that's what I'm talking about right there. Chorus, right there. 100%. Oh, whoa. Percent. 100.
All right,
Big eyeballs. Good shit.
Shayna.
Good eyeballs. Good shit. I kind of largely agree with Jason, but there was an episode of New Girl that came to mind where they're in a fight and the emojis they're using back and forth are just ludicrous. They're supposed to be meant to be insults, and it's just gibberish emojis.
I feel like
it
that
sounds like you
was
guys
them
aren't-
yelling for big emoji.
It seems like you guys aren't emoji woke enough.
That's a fucking fact, bro.
Have you guys ever seen this one? The one where it's like the finger gun?
Yeah.
And there's
it goes
the OK symbol.
like that.
What
Yeah.
am I saying there with emojis?
Goku.
No, it's fucking
Oh, look, you're gonna fuck it.
right.
Okay.
I mean, just saying. Yeah, it's obvious, you guys.
No, I get it.
I absolutely
just
hate
don't
when
think
people
it's
say the
that
N word
mind
with
blowing.
BB instead of G's on Facebook. Yeah. No, I totally get it. So we're almost all in agreement that emojis fucking suck because we're old. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the Old Ash Man podcast. where all of us, including the girls, are old ash men. All right.
It's an old boys club.
What's something that will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes, Shayna?
Which will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes. Undergarments.
But will they always be the same type of fashion? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
you have
I
to
don't
have something
remember.
specific.
I don't remember booty shorts or boy
Scarves?
shorts in the fucking 50s.
Scarves? I don't know. I don't know if anything will always be in fashion. That's kind of a
Goth chicks with big old titties. All right, Tate Slap wins.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure
that's
I
correct.
completely agree with you, but
Yeah.
Twisty says button-up shirts.
Yep.
That's,
I'd agree with that.
pretty good.
I'm gonna say ties. Ties are like they've always been a thing, even like back in like the night days. They had ties. They'd
Right.
wear ties over their night armors. I can't back that up.
Sir Businessman. Bachelor
True.
extraordinaire and very, very fashionable wearer of ties.
Of ties.
All right.
Vests.
Sweater
Because
vests.
even like, dude, even in like ancient Egypt, they wore like vests, right?
Right.
So vests, bro.
What actors or actresses play the
In-
same character in almost every movie or show they do? This fucking question sucks. Just letting
Yes,
you
it
guys know.
does.
So, all in favor of giving it the finger?
I mean, this is easy. Nicolas Cage, Adrian
Hanks.
Brody,
Not
Tom Hanks.
Not Tom Hanks. I don't mind Tom Hanks. I don't know why.
Fine. I guess we'll go through this question.
Benjamin Cumberbatch.
I don't agree with that one.
Oh yeah, tell me when he's not playing an intellectually snide asshole.
Well, fair enough.
Okay, done.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay with it.
Billy Bob Thornton. That's pretty good. I think
Tom
that's
Cruise.
true.
That's what I meant to say. I said Tom Hanks. I meant Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but did you
Fucking
see
Tom
Tropic
Cruise.
Thunder? Because that shit was fucking
Yeah.
way different.
Well,
Night and day, yo. Night and day.
All right, our last one.
That's a good one.
In the past, people
But
were
you're right.
buried with items they would need in the afterlife. What would you want to be buried with so you could use it in the afterlife? We have to assume afterlife exists, so go with that.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah. A laptop with Wi-Fi.
Ghost messages.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Still talking to my contacts. Checking my
you
Facebook.
stole mine. That's
It's the only thing that's
what I was
there.
gonna say.
A child with cancer.
What?
Then you can go up to God and be like, explain this.
It's pretty good.
Give you guys an edgelord thing there. Figure that we needed to add
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit
totally.
of, yeah. But no, because I was going to say a cell phone with fucking reception, but that's basically just the same thing you said, so. Always
Yeah,
gotta come up with
exactly.
new things.
I like Taint's answer the best. Love poems from Jason.
I mean, who doesn't need them?
Right? Shh, keep them secret. Keep them safe.
All right, everybody's favorite segment.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go check out Be the Change.
Be the change.
Right. So as always, we'll check our petition first because we want to know what the hell it takes. We're
30.
still
How we
at
doing?
33. Yep.
Whew. We didn't even get to 34 yet. Okay.
Nope. But there's that in case we ever need to decide to get somewhere else. Maybe if you haven't, or maybe if you have signed it, maybe create some stock accounts. Maybe
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Does it allow me to sign in with Google Plus? Because I have like 50 Gmails. I'll make this happen.
Right. All right. So our next petition: someone make a massive outside heater to make it warmer.
We are. It's called carbon dioxide.
It's 2017. I feel as if we are advanced enough to make a large outside heater to make it warmer. It's entirely too cold for skinny Noah to function efficiently or effectively and efficiently.
That's fair.
We can go to the moon, and we can 3D print a working wrench, but we can't make a big heater for outside. Ugh.
We did not 3D print a fucking wrench on the moon. this asshole. It was in space.
Bush did 9/11.
Fair.
No, it's we can go to the moon. ... We can 3D print a working wrench.
Yeah, I
Those
know.
are separate things.
Shh. Don't defend this asshole.
Well, clarify.
He doesn't know about climate change.
All right.
No, I like it. I'll sign it.
Here's a petition to rename the New York City sewer system after President Trump.
Oh, this one I can get down behind. Oh, yeah.
President Trump is a New York City resident and deserves a fitting tribute. I can think of no more fitting tribute than to rename our. That's just the end of what it says.
That's where it ends.
But this is going to the New York City Council, and I would love for them to get a fucking mail message or whatever that says 100 people have signed a bullshit fucking thing.
I know,
Another
right?
person. It says New York City Council and one other.
Right, and I can't look. It doesn't like.
It's got to be
Oh.
Trump.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then let's see, we got another one. I've signed every one of these, by the way. I sign every one of these, and I say, come check it out on the podcast.
Nice.
This-
I signed that last one.
This
Even
one
though I don't agree
is
with
to
it.
rename Independence Day to Randy Quaid Day.
Nice.
Randy,
Finally, somebody has a real one.
since Randy Quaid heroically gave his life to save Earth from total annihilation by nasty outer space monsters, plus he stayed sober for hours and hours, I believe the citizens of Earth would like
At least 8.
right would like
That's fucking impressive.
right would like you, our president, to spearhead a new global holiday on July 4th of each year. This is, yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I actually had to look it up. Randy Quaid is the guy who played the old man that flew the propeller plane into the fucking the alien ship on Independence Day.
Yep.
If you didn't know that, you're not American.
I don't know like any actors' names because I give a flying fuck about whatever they've done.
Yeah, right? And it's fucking Randy Quaid.
Right.
The most famous thing he's ever done is be Dennis Quaid's brother.
He saved humanity, Papa bless.
Aside from saving humanity.
Right. All right.
I'm not just fucking signing that one. I'm sharing it to Facey Face under my real name.
Awesome. This one is my favorite. So this is a petition to make the past tense of mac and cheese mac and chose.
Oh, past tense?
Of mac and cheese, mac and chose.
Because you mac and chose it. Fuck, I like it.
Here in my kitchen.
It's clever, it's catchy, it's better than emojis.
Right. Here in my kitchen, I just bought this new pasta linguine. But you know what I like more than pasta linguine? Macaroni. That's why I bought 7 new cupboards and filled them with over 2,000 new crafted macaroni and cheese boxes. It's the master chef Betty Crocker said, the more you eat, the more you pasta. Now, maybe you've seen my TED Talk where I talk about how I always eat a box of mac and cheese every day. You know, I eat a box of mac and cheese once a day, not to show off. Again, it's the pasta. In fact, the real reason I keep this pasta linguine isn't to show off. It's a reminder that a wet noodle dream is still possible.
What?
Fuck?
Not long ago, I was in a little town across the country eating spaghetti scrap from an Italian restaurant dumpster on only 47 noodles in my fettuccine. I didn't have a culinary arts degree to my name. I had no opportunities. But you know what? Something happened that day that changed my life. I bumped into our Lord and Savior, the flying spaghetti monster. Hallowed be his noodles. Showing me what he did to become a true pasta lord. Again, it's not just about pasta. It's about the good life. Carbs, cravings, love, and sauce. So, I made a quick 2-minute pasta on my stove. It's actually on my stove right now. If you let me know, I'll take you to my kitchen and share 3 kinds of pasta that he taught me. 3 types that you can gobble down today, no matter how hungry you are.
What is happening?
Now, this isn't a get pasta quick scheme. I'm not promising you that tomorrow you're going to go out and buy yourself some pasta linguine. What I am telling you is, it can happen faster than you think if you know the recipe. So I make a bit of pasta in my kitchen, like I said. Now that's not the most professional. I just toss some noodles and sauce together, but it's real. Nobody can argue that this is my true masterpiece. And I'm going to give you 3 of the most important pasta quick tips. So come to my kitchen, go there. It's completely free to chow. It's just a couple of minutes. Invest in macaroni. Always start your pasta cooking in a roiling boil. Don't be a crooked noodle. Sorry, man. It's hard to get through. Okay.
No worries.
People see pastas like this and they say, oh, that's not tasty. It's for somebody else. Don't listen. Don't listen. Be an optimist, like Marco Polo. So, by the way, this is also still like 3 more paragraphs long.
Jesus.
The man who brought pasta
what
back.
the original thing was about. Something about mac and cheese, I think.
Right. Pasta can change your life. And in that pasta, there was meat, cheese, and sauce. And if you're a cynic, if you're a pessimist, don't need to try spaghetti. Don't worry about it. I don't need to cook for everybody. But if you're somebody who knows that there's something that tastes better because the wet noodle dreams are possible, you know that it's not necessarily pasta linguine, but maybe carbonara, lasagna, or pasta salad. Maybe it's a new diet without so many eggs, traveling to the pasta fields, cooking the aglio-olio. Alright, I think this is the last 2. You know that you're destined to do. You can do those unless you understand spaghetti. Sauce. I don't call it a sauce anymore. I call it umami units. You must have enough umami units right in your pasta to pastify your destiny. So I'll see you in my kitchen. It's a quick meal and you'll eat there absolutely free. So just let me know and you'll be taken there in a second. And I'm excited to share this amazing stuff. You'll see. Not because of anything amazing of me, but because I've been fortunate enough to learn from an amazing pasta god who will rule above many years ahead of me. Not just recipes like these, although I love dumplings, but also real ravioli. So let me share these with you. These 3 pastas that they have made the difference in my life. They're all delicious, and you can do them today, and you can make them today. All right. See you in the spaghetti. This is, by the way, to make the past tense of mac and cheese, mac and chose.
That was a really long explanation.
What the hell?
and none of it had to do with making it mac and chose. So
No, I was like, what the fuck? When's he getting to the point? Asshole. But that was a pretty good story.
Right.
All right, he gets a signature.
Excellent. Kate Slap just asked if they got cancer, and I think maybe you actually lost cancer. That pain you felt was the weakness inside of you dying.
You mac and chose to get better, bro.
Right. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. I think we're only gonna do like 5 minutes or something, just so that we can walk around for a little bit before we get into our main story for the day.
Awesome.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys in just a minute. But we're gonna go use the restroom and stuff. I've been drinking soda this whole fucking podcast, and it is flying through my body.
Awesome.
All right, guys. See you in a minute.
See you guys soon.
And we're back.
What's up?
So
We're battling our mac and cheese recipes on the break.
Yep.
Ladies and gents.
We were discussing how people are monsters if they put mustard seed into their mac and cheese.
That was not unanimous.
No, it's not. And it's funny because I literally did that for the first time this last batch I made.
I will definitely agree with Udo when he says that if you put mustard into your mac and cheese,
actual mustard,
it changes, or mustard powder. It doesn't matter what you want to like. It's still fucking mustard.
Right.
If you put that in there, it does fundamentally change the flavor of your mac and cheese, right? That's the whole point of doing it. So if you're if you're going to be making the dish and you're not going to be serving it with things that go with mustard, it doesn't make any sense. Like you wouldn't add like pulled pork and shit to it, right?
Taint Slap just got cancer, by the way.
That's good.
He said that.
Whoa, what kind? Oh shit. Stage 5.
Oh, the song ended prematurely. I bet I forgot to hit loop. Makes sense. All right, well, I'll fix that. Thanks, Clown Baron. I'll get that for next time. All right, so we're gonna be covering the story of the Mandela effect. So I propose to you that in 2012, when they turned on the CERN Large Hadron Collider,
that's my theory too.
They smashed our universe into a very similar yet slightly different universe, and now we live in a universe that is possibly combined of the two.
I love it.
Because of the timeline you're using specifically, here's what I want to say.
Right.
Does that mean we got smashed into the universe that has Black Mirror? The fucking crazy Twilight Zone show? Right? And it wasn't going to happen in our past universe? That being said, there's a lot of great things that have happened that would have never happened.
Right. But things have gone...
scientists do.
Exactly. Also, some terrible things have happened that may not have happened in a reasonable universe.
Trump is our president.
Okay. It's a good point.
I feel like the only way I could reconcile that in my brain is that CERN tore a hole in our universe.
Don't worry.
We have dual realities. One with Trump as president.
The only way that it made any sense at all to my brain.
I didn't go for such low-hanging fruit today, so I didn't actually go with, like, we have Trump, right? I've gone with some fucking... Well...
Nice. Good. That's what I want to hear.
All right. So, the Mandela effect is all based on the original possibility that a lot of people in 2012 were trying to... 2012 is when Nelson Mandela passed away, correct?
That sounds about right. Yeah, because that was Obama's second term.
Yeah.
Beginning.
Hundreds, if not thousands of people remember him dying in prison in the 1980s.
No.
That is the...
What? Really?
That is the...
But that's stupid. That's just people who don't know history didn't pay attention for 2 decades.
I agree.
Like I saw a speech he gave in 2011 and it was fucking moving and amazing. It was really touching.
Right. But that is where the idea of
okay.
the Mandela effect comes from. That's where the name Mandela effect is from. Many people.
The same year that CERN did its shit too.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Or I guess actually he died right afterwards in 2013, not 2012. Yeah. Anyway, this is the origin story of the Mandela effect.
This is cool.
I have brought a lot of evidence for it today. Here is one of the most famous ones.
Agreed.
Pay close attention to the word Berenstein. Whichever one looks right to you determines what universe you are from. And I know that a lot of us... Right.
Yeah, Steen, for sure.
You guys may be from what we consider the real universe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not this crazy fucking
because
post-CERN.
Berenstain is the real answer. Based on, if you go back and you go to like an old library and pull out some Berenstain books, they will be Berenstain Bear books.
True.
And no one has gone and changed the book.
As much as I agree with that, I do see why people are concerned by this.
So here is...
Because I fucking vividly remember Berenstain.
Vividly, right? Yeah, many. Yeah. I mean, like a majority of people shown these objects actually say that they remember Berenstain over Berenstain.
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember I watched the show, and you'd think that would have cleared up if it was Berenstain. I would have remembered that. And I honestly can't remember what the song was, but I don't remember Berenstain Bears.
Right. Squabbly is apparently from our universe as well. So, here is an interesting piece of evidence. If you look at the top, that is the Berenstain Bears, but in plain fucking English.
Oh shit!
Below it, it says Berenstain. So these objects may have actually, or Berenstain, yeah. These objects may have actually been caught in between the rift, directly down the middle.
Just that one, just the dolls. Are those the only ones that have this?
No, there's lots of examples of these specific dolls doing this specific type of dolls. So during the production
That's what I meant,
run,
though. Just these kind of dolls, right? But none of their other stuff, like none of the other books have Berenstain inside of it.
I've seen a lot of there's video examples like of VHS tapes and stuff that have Berenstain on them.
Okay.
So those would also be relics from our universe that are caught here.
What shit manufacturing company or PR company was in charge of these guys?
Right?
It's just like, let's fucking mess with everybody years down the road.
In about 25, 30 years from now.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I got a video, guys.
Oh, fuck yes. Sage Wanderer. Oh my god. Did he just wink at me while he drinks his cup of coffee?
Yep, it's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Don't.
He's the best.
He's like he's a turtle.
Quick
right?
primer in case you don't know what the Mandela effect is. The Mandela effect is this idea that some of us remember things differently than apparently how they went down. Some of us remember
they're from our
shows,
universe, Sage. Our universe.
Movies that apparently don't exist, but we remember watching them.
I have some examples of that.
Remember logos being one way and now
like
they're
that
the other.
Sinbad movie?
When you check into
I have examples of that.
The corporations say, no, this logo's been that way.
Yeah, Quinn, I just did.
For instance,
once
Ford
the stream
logo,
catches up, it should be good.
This is the one that still kind of bugs me. Apparently, always since the beginning of the Ford Corporation, there's always been, when you do the F and you have the little line that goes across, there's this little loop right there that just goes up.
I love his visual aids.
And then the O starts down here for Ford. Now, me and many other people remember that being this kind of flamboyant slash for the F. Instead of having any kind of little loop-de-loop on the end, it was just a straight slash with kind of almost an angled slash.
Right.
You know,
so, it's...
The fuck is he talking about?
The Ford logo.
The Ford F. The F, for it being a swoosh or a slash, I think, is what he was...
Right.
He's talking about the Ford Foundation, which is different. That's his problem.
It's logo, yeah, but
I don't know.
Ford Foundation was owned by Ford Motor Company in the turn of the century, and for about 30, 40 years after that, but they started making engines and shit for Nazi cars.
This.
The second one looks right to me.
Yeah, second one looks right.
The first one is right.
What the fuck?
Is it?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
All right, fair enough, Sage Wanderer.
That's
Quinn. I want to know what Quinn thinks. It's still Quinn.
We'll find out what
I know Quinn's opinion. Quinn's opinion is essentially, I just realized my mic wasn't by me. Quinn's opinion is probably, it was Probably the second one. It doesn't really matter though, because they'll break down.
The top one is correct. If
Uh,
anybody's gonna remember that, it would be him.
Right.
True.
so,
It made me like wonder what the heck was going on. I felt like I was from a different universe. And
The Ford
really,
logo
way
is
the
what it
world
took
is
for him to
twisted
do
off,
that,
I
by the
wonder
way.
if I am from a parallel universe, because this is not the America I remember. Where did all these people come from that hate America? How did we let all these communists get in our country? You know, who made them? When did this happen? I missed it.
I
And
love that that's
so-
the weird thing for him.
right. Yeah, but so Sage may be from our universe as well. I do remember there being crazy people forever, so
Yeah, there's always been crazy people. I will say there weren't as many. I guess he is right. There weren't as many socialists and communists. There definitely also wasn't as many like people willing to vote for the guy on The Apprentice.
right.
Like that's mind-boggling.
So anyway, he meanders on for another fucking 13 minutes, but we're not gonna cover too much of him. Because I just like to show that Sage is thinking about what we're thinking about. So
I love it when we're on the same page.
here's some more examples. Which one of these is correct?
The second one, fruit with the fruit. I
Spelled
think.
with two O's, F-R-O-O-T.
Yeah, right. No, actually, maybe not. I don't remember.
No, it's the first one.
Can anybody? Let's wait for the chat to say something. Taint Slap says the second one.
I feel like it is the second one because I remember at some point like being like they didn't spell that right because they're trying to be cute with the. But I could be totally making that up in my brain
you
right
are.
now to fit the schema of my answer.
You're one of the people from Universe 2.
So the second one is correct, and it always has been.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
There was a split.
Right. Well,
There's a problem in the Matrix.
It's very possible that you've been tainted after the Great Conversion.
Don't say that with taint in here.
You've been taint slapped.
He'll get too fucking excited.
All right. I think I got another
those
video.
love
What? No. Yeah, I got another video. The way that this
Wow.
looks right now. So this is the default thing
The
that.
background.
This is
Fuck
this
is up with this shit?
it's the default.
Is that himself in his own muff?
This
it
is
is.
just what YouTube does to videos that are filmed incorrectly in landscape or in portrait mode. You know, it automatically gives it the background, so it has some way to fill up some of the space. But
This guy should have his shirt buttoned all the way up. This is a guy that should do that, probably.
Hello. So, somebody said something in a video I was watching. I've been thinking about it
he's just
quite a bit.
hanging out in the fucking car, shirt half down.
Regarding this Mandela effect, in relation to the mind.
You guys ever seen those like?
The worst glasses of all time.
You ever seen those stereotypical fucking like samurai characters who've got their shirt like half down? They've got one pec exposed, right? Do you think this guy is a samurai?
Oh God, no.
Right. I don't think so either, but I just thought I'd put that out there.
And calendar ending in 2012.
Might be Sage's.
Maybe
Wait, is he talking about the
living
Mayan calendar now?
the world that we live
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking wreck your
Not.
vehicle, asshole.
physically.
Just
But it
die.
ended in the fact that we're not living on it anymore. I think we are
What?
living on a different world. I seen another video where there are animals I've never seen before.
What?
Brown-nosed dolphin, for one thing, looked like had the nose of a humpback whale or something.
This fucking guy.
The continents being in different places, the Sphinx or the pyramids
Yes, because we're
not
gonna
being
remember.
where they used to be.
Trust the
You
man.
know, maybe I take back everything I said about making fun of mentally
He
ill.
doesn't
So anyway.
remember things.
That's what I'm wondering about. Maybe the world did end, and we're all living on a different planet.
This guy's fucking retarded.
Maybe the people that came from the other reality that think Kennedy had 6 people in his car, maybe this is the different world, what's left.
Anyway, so reputable source. I figured I would.
Reputable source number 2.
Chat thinks that this guy is holding a beer in his other hand, or in the same hand that he's recording with. So, I mean, that's fair.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Which one of these 2 images is correct?
One on the right.
The monocle.
Apparently I didn't keep my note. Hold on.
He's never had a monocle.
I swear he did, but I could be just.
No, you're thinking KFC. No, he doesn't have a monocle either. Who has the monocle?
Are you sure?
I think he's got the monocle when he's like standing,
Right.
but he
So-
doesn't when he's running.
He does
Because
not.
that doesn't make any sense. It would fall right out of his eye. No one runs with a monocle.
Many people
They would
remember
take
the
it as a
Monopoly
joke.
Man, Uncle Rich Pennybags, having a monocle. Here's what I have to say about it. Perhaps they're just confusing him with Mr. Peanut, the Planters Peanut mascot, who also wears a top hat and carries around a cane. But there are a number of people who can't seem to grasp how the Monopoly Man is monocle-less when they distinctly known him to have one. So he does
He doesn't
not.
look right on the. He doesn't look
Yeah.
correct on the right.
Right.
He does to me.
But if you go dig
does
out
it
a
to
copy
me.
of Monopoly, you will find he does not have a monocle.
I know what I
kinda
blame
wanna
for
go,
that.
I kind of want to do that.
Do you know if you have a copy in your house?
I do.
Go get it.
Okay.
I blame Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That one scene.
My Mick Penny Moneybags has a damn manacle. The Planters Peanuts has the monocle. Paint Slap, he does have a monocle, but not in this image. Paint Slap says probably.
Yeah, he's got like he has a monocle, I feel like, in some, but not all.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah. Like Chance, like when it shows him in Chance, the Chance card.
Well, like
I feel
said,
like he has one.
we'll make her get all the cards out, have her go take a look, see if she can find any monocles. Twisty
He
says
does
that.
not have a monocle.
Fucking told you.
Did you grab the
I feel
chance
like
cards?
there is a- Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, amazing!
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, we were asking you to go. We were gonna have you go take a look.
Oh, you have the new sets.
It's not that new. This
It's
one,
fucking ugly. It's got white borders. Get that trash out of here.
it is a little newer. This was the deluxe.
Yeah.
This was the deluxe edition from probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I got this. This is the set I got
Okay,
when
that's
I was
old
like, I was young. I'm 31 now. I think I was probably
Whoa!
like, I don't.
Why
even
did they
box
make it
them
all
anymore.
trashy looking? They made it look like second edition Magic cards. White
Actually,
borders.
the rest of it was really nice. All the pieces were gold, not obviously real gold, but they were like heavier gold colored.
Right.
And
So,
yeah, no, it was a really nice set.
Light says what's confusing is how it's clipped to his nipple piercing in the left image.
It is, dude. That's fucking amazing.
All right. So, which one of these images is correct?
That I couldn't tell you. I know who this character is, but I'm
Who
not
is
really
it?
familiar. Well, it's like a Pokemon or something like that.
It's Pikachu.
It's fucking
The
Pikachu.
only Pokemon that you should know.
Even Grandma knows who Pikachu is.
Yeah. The one
I'm
without
actually really fucking proud of myself that I did not know that.
Pikachu.
the one without the black tip on the end. That looks weird.
A lot of people
That looks
think.
cooler.
Right.
It looks too cool for how cool Pikachu is.
A lot of people think that he has a black tail tip. He doesn't. but it is
Okay.
definitely one of the things that people from another possible universe, which I like to call the Pikachu universe, because I didn't think it had a black
Fair.
tip either, right? But
Yeah. He's not that cool. He doesn't fucking match with his ears.
Here's another one. This one I fucking love. Changed again. Lots of little evidence things in here.
What's the? I don't get it.
You'll see. There are many Christ the Redeemer replica statues around the world, and this shows what the statue used to look like. The coin shows what it used to look like before it changed.
This is gonna be funny.
This is what it looks like now in the new coin.
Release the coin and
I don't know why they included this strange faded away post image,
Yeah.
but there's some good
You're
ones
like, you
coming
want to
up.
see a picture of Bigfoot?
Replica statues is the ones that I'm most interested in. Yeah, you see any chest there?
It's a different statue.
I know, but it's a replica. Replicas
But it's not.
are law.
Yeah, so, yeah. It's a perfect match.
It was an infographic that someone made. Are you saying this infographic guy forgot something as important as his exposed chest?
Maybe.
Are you saying that this 13-foot foam sculpture isn't as real?
That's so funny. So this company that's making these did it wrong, and he's thinking it's a conspiracy.
Right. I honestly do not remember what the Christ the Redeemer statue's chest situation was back in my universe, but we'll find. I mean, also it looks like someone carved this with one while high. So anyway, now what they're saying is that the statue didn't used to always have his chest exposed and have the heart pendant or whatever on. Yeah, that's what this evidence here is. So how many?
That's a little bit less intriguing.
Right. How many of you guys remember this movie?
vaguely.
Sinbad was not in Shazam.
Right.
No. Oh, Shazam. Is that a different? I don't even know.
This movie doesn't exist, but lots of people remember a movie where Sinbad was a genie.
I swear, yeah,
Right?
I do too.
It's because he was in a stand-up comedy. He did the stand-up comedy wearing genie's clothes all the time.
Right.
And so I think people just like relate that to it.
Right, but they all just like lots of people specifically remember Sinbad's Shazam.
Yeah, which is definitely fucking Shaquille O'Neal.
All right, so here's a big one.
Okay.
So, what was the famous line that Forrest Gump said on this bench?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
All right, what do you think,
you never
Shayna?
know what you're gonna get.
Well, how
life
life is? So
life is like a box of chocolates.
It's actually life was. The line is, life was like a box of chocolates. 100%. You go watch it right now and you'll punch yourself in the mouth. It's not life
It says it 5 times in the movie, right?
Yeah.
We should watch each one.
Right, and it's life
I only
was
watched
every
it
time.
once. It was one of those movies I felt when I watched it, you only need to watch it once.
Right.
It was a great movie.
Like Benjamin Button.
But I specifically also remember life is like a box. But
Yeah, me too.
in this universe, someone wrote life was. So
Well, I mean, he did have a really like super weird accent.
But you didn't play it.
That wasn't. No, I don't have the clips for that. That'll definitely get us fucking
okay.
in trouble. That's playing a major motion picture.
That's fair.
That's how we go to jail. I'm just...
No, it's not.
All right. So, this is about some words that have changed. I'm actually going to pause the terrible music here because this fucking sucks. But you guys, okay, we're gonna go back to that. Do you guys remember spelling banana Bananna?
Nope.
Yeah, me either. But apparently, this guy's universe, that's where it came from. And how about cappuccino with only one C?
Nope.
Nope.
Right. Okay. Well, apparently you're not from this guy's reality yet.
Definitely
about-
not.
How about debut with an E?
Nope.
No.
This
That's
person just sounds like he
disgusting.
doesn't know how to spell.
Yeah, this guy's just fucking stupid.
Shish. How about
What?
disguise with a Q?
What the fuck? What the hell is wrong with this guy?
That would be disque, by the way.
How about margarine with
Nope.
with an E? Marger.
These are all common misspellings.
Margarine.
How about
He's like, there is really spelled
Nope.
There.
what about
No matter
what about
how you
turmeric?
say it.
Nope.
No.
These are actually really great. Old way.
How about
Confectionate.
yeah?
This is amazing.
The
Now I
confection-
get it.
Antipasta versus antipasto.
It's antipasta.
Separate. Brussels sprout. Apparently now it's Brussels sprout.
Hmm.
I don't actually remember. I don't actually know that it's Brussels sprout. I'm pretty sure that Brussels
Yeah.
sprout is correct.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to look at whether or not it's actually Brussels, because this will be the first
might be.
spelling one that got me.
Mm-hmm.
Another link between our universe and his. Parmesan,
No,
Parmesan.
Parmesan. Yeah, like what? Fuck
Cat,
off.
cat soup.
No, it's not cat soup. That's a joke that little kids say.
Sherbet.
It's
Sherbet.
sorbet, by the way. So
Yeah.
Dude, I love orange sherbet. Portobello.
Yeah, this is just
Portobello.
like people who didn't fucking graduate. This is how they spell shit.
Right. Anyway,
like those lists you see of common misspelled words.
this is just another
Yeah.
example of someone else's universe who has crashed into this crazy place.
Okay.
His universe
Fair.
is where I like to call
Fair.
the spell bad universe. But this is what
Yeah.
happens when you give everyone the internet. Yeah.
Fair.
All right. The line, "Hello, Clarice." How many times did he say it in the movie?
Clarice. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Silence of the Lambs?
Silence of the
I'm not
Lambs.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it.
Okay.
I don't know if he ever said that. Maybe he did.
Yeah, isn't that from another
Definitely
movie?
said Clarice, but
Huh? Oh no, it's I mean, this is one that got me and a couple other people that I know of. But I mean, the most famous line from Silence of the Lambs based on the internet, if you go and you search quotes
Right.
from Silence of the Lambs, he's never said
Hello.
this.
Clarice.
Yeah, he's
No, I didn't think so.
it's
Right.
Jim Carrey fucking with everybody again.
Probably.
Fucking cable guy, man. First he does Pet Detective, makes you think Monopoly Man's got a monocle. I
All right.
believe that all of this can be explained with Jim Carrey.
All right, well, we'll Jim Carrey this one. What was the quote, or what is the famous quote from this scene?
No fucking idea. Could never
On
tell
the
you.
wall, who's the fairest of them? Oh wait, no, that's sleep. Is that the right one?
You are correct. You're
Actually,
in the
okay.
right
Yeah.
right idea, right frame. So what is the quote? So that
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, or something.
what if I told you she said magic mirror on the wall and never repeated mirror mirror in the entire movie?
Magic mirror on the wall. What?
I think Mirror Mirror on the Wall's from a book
Right. But
Yeah, is it from the original?
that was written by Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey and the Seven Midgets.
Also, I've seen
I would fucking watch that, dude.
they've done so many
It's
reruns
Grinch.
of this, not the cartoon, but the character. I feel like at some certain point, that was what they did was Mirror Mirror on the Wall, so that's why it's in my memory.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, the actual original movie was really talk about something kind of creepy. Disney, when we were young, only released movies every so often. If you didn't
Right.
know that, they would take them from the shelf. So there was, I forget, I want to even say it was this movie. I'd sworn I'd seen it when I was a kid.
Don't
My mom was like,
trust
"No, you couldn't have
things.
because they haven't released it in like 10 years."
right.
I think I was 9. I'm like, "No, I swear I saw this."
Right.
So either I saw it at a friend's house or it's kind of interesting. So it's a similar thing. This movie, I don't think I've seen the actual movie since I was a little girl. So how the fuck would I remember?
Yeah, in this movie, Jim Carrey played the Wicked Queen.
Gotcha. Some people also remember the second part of the quote as being "Who's the fairest of them all?" But apparently, it's actually
Right.
"Who is the fairest one of all?"
One of all.
Right. Slight
Yeah, I think one of
differences
all.
I mean that.
where
yeah.
this universe has gone crazy. Lights said, "Oh my god, I want to go see that movie." Fucking Jim Carrey and the Seven Midgets.
Yeah.
Luke, I am your father. You guys remember that?
Yes.
Where he says, "Luke, I am your father." Because he totally doesn't say that. He actually
he say?
says, "No, I am your father."
Well, okay. Instead of Luke.
Yeah,
Right.
I could see that.
Right, but everyone remembers Luke, I am your father. That gets quoted fucking
Yeah.
everywhere, all over the internet sphere. But it's actually no.
That's definitely
I
Jim
am your
Carrey and
father.
Cable Guy again. Serious. It is. He says that. Fucking final scene, motherfuckers.
So is Jim Carrey a creature that was created by CERN and his like memories are just implanted into us? Or was
I
he
believe Jim Carrey is a Time Lord.
Yeah? All right. We'll have to do
He is
a
the
special
guardian of the Hollow Earth and the portal, the Stargate to the other universes.
Excellent. All right.
You have to play all those movies backwards.
So to finish this up, I have about 1,000 other pieces of evidence, and I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of them. Lots of people remember a different number of people in JFK's car. This was covered a little bit in by Weird Harry Shirt Man. But do you remember how many people were in JFK's car when he was shot, Jason?
I feel like there was like 3, maybe 4.
Right.
It was like the driver. I remember he gets shot, and then like his wife grabs the ear,
It's
his ear, because
6.
his ear came off.
There are 6 people in that car.
Shit.
I've seen,
Crazy.
but I remember. I feel like I remember 4. I saw an image or a video or recently with the 2 people in the middle. I don't ever recall that, but I remember 4.
Yeah, I believe that I wouldn't remember this accurately. I've only seen like JFK the movie, and I don't think I've ever actually seen any of the other footage.
Right. So, New Zealand, right? Where is it in relationship to Australia?
So, like
south?
north of it.
Or is it north? Yeah, I can't. To look at a map.
Where were you going with that, Shayna? Where were you?
I don't. I know it's near it. I can't remember if it's north or south of it. I just.
It's
know that
definitely north. There's nothing south of Australia aside from Antarctica.
Right. Lots of people remember it being south. It's north.
Though, if you listen to the internet, Australia doesn't fucking exist.
We'll be covering that in a future episode, Jason.
Yeah, good.
New Zealand has moved from above Australia to below.
What?
Yeah, it is below.
Yeah.
I knew it. It is.
Right. It's actually below.
I thought.
Oh,
I
right,
thought
'cause I'm
that. How
thinking New
come
Guinea.
is above it.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
how easily
Yeah,
did
and then the
everybody believe me when I said it was north of it?
I was gonna go with south, and then Jason made me question. Maybe I'm wrong, because I thought he'd be right. But my initial was south.
Right.
looking at
There's
that.
no fucking way it's south. Let me check this out.
the East and it's
the Anne Rice movie about where they have a question session with a
Yeah, because I got it confused with New Guinea. That's what I thought,
with a
yeah.
vampire, right?
Damn it.
So the are you guys familiar with what movie I'm talking about? The Anne Rice movie with a question section with a vampire?
No, I don't pay attention to Anne Rice.
which maybe
Pretty
what's the name of the movie?
famous movie is what I'm after. I'm gonna get the name out of you guys. So, interview with blank vampire.
Vampire.
What is the
Vampire.
blank?
I
Interview.
thought it was A.
All right.
Interview with a vampire.
It is the vampire specifically. Everybody
Right,
remembers
right,
it
right.
as a vampire.
Yeah.
Right. It's actually the. Tiananmen Square Tank Man. Do you guys remember Tiananmen Square Tank Man?
Yeah.
What happened to him
No.
after that famous photo?
He's like up there for a minute, and then like the crowd. Or,
Coma
like,
is
no,
all
people
this
from
is
the
all
tank.
BS. He's so right. So what do you think
He's up
happened
on the
to
tank, and then like the people in the tank like try to get him off a little bit, and then I think it's like some people from the crowd like rush out and like take him away, and I don't
Excellent.
know what happens after that.
All right, so you do know a lot of people remember a report that he was run over.
Oh no, he never died.
Right.
Yeah.
Ton of biblical stuff. Right. The Bible changed. I'm not going into any of that.
Yeah.
So do you guys remember the famous line that Mr. Rogers would say every time he started his show?
Fucking something about the neighborhood or something.
Right. Pretty close.
Or that's a song. The song is
That,
that.
but
somewhere in
that's
there.
the famous line I'm looking for.
Won't you be my neighbor?
He's like,
well, the
I'm a
neighborhood.
registered sex offender.
Oh well,
I have to tell you
Well,
this because I'm in your
I
neighborhood.
can't remember.
If you guys don't
That's
remember
really
it, it's
squat.
totally cool. But a lot of people remember "It's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood," right? But
Right.
it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Now, instead of wonderful, it's beautiful, and instead of it's this. Little things, right?
Yeah.
Let me go for another thing. How do you spell Oscar Mayer Wiener? Just the Meyer part.
Myers Mayer, right? Because it's Mayer. It's Oscar Mayer.
Shayna
Yeah,
is
I think
wrong.
so.
It's not like Fred Meyer.
wrong.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
So, but yeah, a lot of people believe that it is Oscar Meyer. It's actually Mayer.
Mayer.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember that song like Meyer. I swear.
No, Mayer. Yeah.
MA. See,
That's funny.
Tate
Did you
Slack
do the
and
song? I did the
Coma
song
agree with
too.
me. So we're
I
in
totally did
that
the song.
universe.
I actually had to do the song too. I tried out for the commercial once when I was a little kid.
What color is C-3PO?
Like mostly.
Well, yeah. What's his? Yeah. What color?
like
What color are his
mostly
limbs?
Oh, I mean that's not fair because sometimes it's different. In one movie, he's got a red arm. In
Gold or
I feel
bronze,
like in
copper, yeah.
well, yeah, it's like gold, but then he's got like silver one, right? And then like he has a red one in one movie.
Jason is correct. A lot of people remember him being gold or bronze, but completely forget that during every movie he has a silver leg.
Oh, it's a leg, right?
Yep. Yeah. Every movie.
Because he's like pieced together, remember?
Right.
Like he's always fucked up in every movie.
I can't say I ever paid attention to that.
Yeah, even
Never
in the
known.
new movie. Oh, I won't ruin anything.
Okay,
I
so
haven't
do you
seen the
guys
newest
remember
one.
the name of the bear that helps you fight fires?
Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
It's just Smokey Bear.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
There's no the.
Yeah,
Christy, is that true?
let's do it now.
Right.
She actually, a friend of hers, father or grandfather came up with that character.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
They
literally
say
Smokey the Bear in
Right.
the cartoons.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just bringing
it's
up what
probably
these.
the song.
Well, you know, very possible, but look up Smokey Bear.
Yeah, it's in the song.
Yeah, the website's called SmokeyBear.com.
That piece of shit.
Smokey's history. Let's see if that's actually got.
He's about as good at fucking pronouncing and using grammar as he is at fighting
What?
fires. Because I'll tell you, we
I didn't
lost
know that
Napa
there was-
Valley because this motherfucker.
I didn't know that there was fucking
Whoa.
Nazi cartoons about Smokey Bear.
Well, that's
Jesus. Nazis like, save the forest, but burn the Jews.
Sorry, it's not.
It's fucked up.
But anyway, so now you guys have seen the collective evidence that CERN broke the world, even though I never mentioned CERN once in this entire thing except at the very beginning.
I said it. I
Right,
think I
but
said something about blowing.
love
up the
it.
whole
That's great.
universe.
right. So are we in a different universe than we were in before 2012?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's funny because that was literally my working slight theory. I'm not kidding when I said that. After the Berenstein Bears and Donald Trump winning, those are the two main pieces of evidence for me. I was like, something is fucking wrong.
The
I think
Berenstein,
absolutely fucking not.
right?
Because
I mean, they
That's
did
not
recreate
what
the Big Bang. There had to have been some effect.
they really didn't.
Goddamn Higgs boson
That's
piece of shit.
not understanding the fundamentals of the experiment.
Higgs boson.
Well,
They
I mean,
smashed two particles together.
really fast.
So what?
Like really fast, Jason.
Yeah, like as
Yeah,
fast as it happened,
totally,
there
I
was no way to
know.
understand what
Alternative
happened.
I fucking love
hypothesis.
CERN.
Alternative hypothesis. We take CERN out of the picture. Fucking Jim Carrey is a Time Lord and has gotten everything
Fucking
all
believable.
wiggy wonky.
Way more believable.
Wiggy wonky. I can also actually say that it's funny all of this because the cognition class I just took, we went all over all kinds of different places where reasoning goes wrong and memories and how so many different variables affect memory.
Very
And
true.
even collective memory is extraordinarily
All right,
affected, you know,
chat.
you can
Give
affect
us
it,
give
so.
us your final opinions about what you think about the Mandela effect today. And
Yeah, do you think it's Jim Carrey?
is it Jim
who
Carrey,
clearly changed everybody's minds on all this shit,
CERN,
or CERN, a bunch of scientists who have no idea what they're doing because they're only the most experienced people on the planet?
or are just some people really wrong? Which I don't think is reasonable.
That's not reasonable.
Coma says this is all BS and I'm mad.
Prepare to have your dreams dashed, kids.
So I'm gonna cover it again while chat rings in a little bit. If you subscribed to us before with your Amazon Prime subscription, make sure to check to see if it's still going. If you still like what we're doing, make sure to hit subscribe again. If you want to, you can totally go down to the bottom of the chat over by the emoji, and there's a little diamond thing. Click that thing, and I'm not saying to go buy anything. There's a thing that says to get bits, and you can totally just watch an ad and earn a couple of cents and give it to us if you feel like that's, you know, we did a cool job or whatever. If you're planning on making any purchases with Amazon in the recent future, let me know, and I will totally put a link to whatever it is you want to buy in our Amazon affiliate stuff, and that'll give us free money, which is, you know, awesome. It won't cost you anything, but it'll get us something, and we'll use it to buy new microphones and shit. So,
Or an actual microphone
right, exactly.
and camera.
Turn this podcast into something fucking cool.
I'm
But
just cheering a whole bunch.
yeah, as far as that goes, I think that's all we've got for today. I think it was a successful episode. Even though
I think so too, even though we don't have any definitive vote on whether or not it was Jim Carrey or CERN.
right.
I'm a
Well,
little sad about
we've
that.
got that it's bullshit, and then you say that it is Jim Carrey. Shayna says that it's CERN. And I mean, I'm biased. I presented all the evidence, so it would be irresponsible
True.
of me to vote. I think it's all maybe, in fact, both. That Jim Carrey was created by CERN. So
That I can see happening.
Koma
They
says, yeah, it's
slammed
bullshit.
2 particles together at such a speed that Jim Carrey popped out.
And was sent back in time. And when he started to like reform, it sent back in time into many parallel universes. When he started to reform, he pulled parts of them together. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right, everybody. I think that's all we got for today. Thank you very much for joining us. I didn't check
Thank you,
to
everybody.
see where we were at on Twitch today. I mean, find out real quick. And we'll be popping into the Discord. We'll do a raid too. Is that
Let's do a raid right now.
That was super fun, even though that dude was a fucking butthole.
God, he was terrible.
They were
Let's never go
douchey.
back to those guys.
I went to go to talk to some of the other like streaming communities I was at. I was like, you guys ever go raid somebody with like 20 people and then have them be mad about it? They were all like, dude, I'd suck your dick if you raided me with 20 people.
Dude, right? I'm like, fuck.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you guys have viewers. They just wanted to talk, stroke each other off. On their
Right. I think we're
stupid-
gonna raid one of my favorite new streamers on
do it.
Swivel TV.
I'm down to raid Tane at some point. But Tane, you got to be streaming when you do that. And then that means you're not watching our show. So that'd make me sad.
I think it's on. Right. On TV. Bam. All right. Get ready to go raid on Civil TV. This guy's cool as fuck. He's just a good old boy playing some games.
Let's fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He's a good guy.
he's one of the dudes that told me that he would love to be rated. So wish is
Awesome.
granted. We're about to do it. All right. I think that is going to be the end of us. I think that I don't know what I need to do to. It should just be we wait for this bar to finish, then we'll be the fuck out of here. It's about halfway done
Yeah.
now.
Cool. Because I'm like eating this pizza, tiny little finger pinch at a time.
And we'll be popping into the
Ready to
Discord. If you're interested
slide
in
into
joining us and you haven't joined us before, it is the link down below underneath that says Discord. So,
Yeah, come chat with us while we chat with these people.
right. Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go.
In there, boys.
All right. I think that is the end of our stream. It ain't no host. It's a raid, son. All right, I'm gonna go take a look at it. All right, let's go hop into Discord. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go drop into Discord.
Okay, me too.
Booyah, Grandma.
So rated with 11.
Fuck
and
yeah.
hosted with 8. Jesus. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Skeptalk. You want to drop Pachinki? We can drop Pachinki next game if it's good. Pachinki's a little too easy. A little too easy. We don't like to, take the easy road here, bro.
This guy's a really fun streamer. He's just fucking his like mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.